I'm here at the Rose Bowl, and I'm speaking to, what is your name, young man?
My name is Jeff Mack with Silverado.
Jeff Mack with Silverado. Now, that's a very interesting name. Is that a cowboy bar or something? What is Silverado?
Actually, Silverado was an old barn in the Silverado Canyon in Orange County that we opened a loft, took the barn, and started a design company almost 20 years ago.
Ah.
And from there, the name stuck, but the locations changed dramatically. And the Rose Bowl and a store, which we're now coming the full circle of our whole experience of the Southern California antique business. But we are very excited about the
So you've been off Broadway all these years, and now you're about to go on
Broadway,
taking your show on the road to Broadway.
We certainly
now,
are.
I've heard about your facility. It kind of reminds me of like Knott's Berry Farm or something like that.
Yeah,
so
it's sort of an adult Rusty Guys Disneyland.
An adult Rusty Guys Disneyland. So let me ask you this: where in Los Angeles could you find a place that would accommodate the kind of architectural needs that you have?
Well, if we're fortunate and everything goes well, we're rounding third, heading home for a 12,000 square foot warehouse in Burbank.
I see.
And we're hoping to take advantage of a depressed real estate market right now to get space that we could never even consider affording in the past. And if everything goes right, I've got my fingers and toes crossed.
Now,
we'll have something happening by the end of the month.
Now, the way I remember your place, it looked like you had, I don't know, water fountains and old towns and all that kind of stuff. What are you going to do to sort of simulate some of that in your new location?
Actually, what we're going to do, the building we're looking at is an old steel manufacturing facility. It's got 40-foot ceilings, all corrugated steel around the outside. And my vision of this is to make the whole thing look like a mid-1800s village indoors, where I don't have to contend with the elements anymore, which has been a honking issue this winter. And but the idea is to create an environment that feels a lot like a visit to mid-1800s Western rustic country town.
And are you going to have like a blacksmith place?
Without a doubt, and we'll have storefronts with each of our different business segments located in them. We'll have a general store where there's old kitchen and antique collectibles. We'll have an old livery stable where we do iron and decorative work. We'll end up having an old saloon inside where we do nicer furniture and some of the collectible things that are a little more perishable we haven't been able to do in the past.
So this is in early April. Do you think you'll have this up and running by fall, October or so? About when do you think is a likely time?
My perfect goal is to have it up and operational by the 1st of October of this year. And then I have a year left on the lease in my present location, and what we're going to do is we actually have started. We're having a wonderful moving sale.
A moving sale. Now, how much off can people expect?
We've taken 30% off of every single price we have.
So I can even get this steer for 30% off? What about this old Dodge? Is that a Dodge or what?
Actually, it's an old Ford.
An
47.
old Ford.
And as the card says, no bull.
No bull.
No bull, you could get the steer.
Okay.
And you could get him for 30% off.
Well, that's fantastic.
Now, the 30% could be a horn, it could be a rump, it could be one leg, but whichever way you like. We could, whatever 30%, whatever 70% you want.
So I could get 30% off of maybe 10% of the whole steer.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Okay. And I guess since he's not really alive, he wouldn't mind that much.
No, he's easy to get
He'd be
along
happy to go to a good home.
Sure.
So what is the phone number of your current facility?
It is 760-723-8483.
Okay.